Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peter Barber. I'm primarily a professional opera singer, member of the Bass Gang, and host of the podcast, Vocal Arts with Peter Barber. Today, for the first time in a while, we are getting back to one of my favorite artists that I've had the pleasure of reacting to and analyzing on YouTube. This is Hyang. This is another one of her performances from the Immortal songs. I think is where I've done all my analysis for her. Amazing powerhouse vocalist, some of the craziest high belting I've ever heard in my life. We're going to get into that today. Guys, I will be pausing to analyze the voice. That's what I do here. So if you'd like to watch this video all the way through, I'll leave a link in the description below. Otherwise, please do like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm. And if I'm enhancing your listening experience, please do consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. It's a great way to support me in everything I do. And without further ado, let's dive in and see what Hyang does with Lean On Me. So we're getting a very high, light head voice. Let's see what key we're in. A flat major. So this is super, very comfortable where she is in her range right now, but keeping it very floaty. But something we are already hearing is the phenomenal vocal control that Hyang has, especially with her riffing. Otherwise known as, doing vocal runs or coloraturas, what it's called in the opera world. It's all that quick movement you hear in her voice. That's riffing is the actual term for that. So you do, despite the very light singing, we do get to hear her immaculate vocal control already in this song. Background, very stripped down, just piano for the moment. And strings. And flute. So that's already up to an E flat 5. Minor third above tenor high C. Again, it's in her light mechanism, but we know Hyang to be one of the great belters of this world, and she can actually carry her pure chest voice up to E flat 5 and way higher, which I bet we'll see later in this song.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Oh, and Michael Bolton's watching. Whoa, cool. My voice teacher, Bill Schumann, actually was the voice teacher of Michael Bolton as well. Fun fact. Something really cool we're getting from Hyang's voice right now is we're getting so many different vocal colors. There is both an extreme lightness to the sound. She's not even in her chest voice, and this is not low in chest voice. This is already high for the mere mortals out there. I think up to C sharp 5, just above tenor high C. It takes a trained voice to pull a chest voice up there, a female. I mean, obviously for male, C sharp 5 is extremely high. But she's carrying it up. She's carrying that pure chest weight up there, but keeping it very light. Usually when you bring the chest voice up, it gets really belty and yelly and heavy. And Hyang has this amazing way of somehow keeping it light even when she's that high in her chest voice. But she's also going back and forth between that and like a much lighter head voice mechanism that gets very breathy. And it's quickly moving. It's mercurial, this vocal color she has. And just pay attention to all the We can't really hear dynamics because, of course, she's singing into a microphone, right? The sound is going to be compressed on the outboard. but the chest voice would be much louder. If she were singing this off mic, we would be already getting a relatively wide dynamic range. We don't get that in this recorded setting. Watching it on the computer, not being there, going through a sound system, all those things that take it away from being an acoustic performance. But so mainly just pay attention to the colors and kind of the lightness versus the chest connection. So she first goes up there in the head voice and then reattacks that same note, that one, C sharp 5, in her chest voice, but it's not a big belty sound. It's definitely chest connected, but she keeps it light, which is remarkable.
Sometimes in our lives we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if there are one,
just so many vocal colors.
we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
This is what she does so well. I mean, she's really changing the melody significantly. We all know the original melody, surely. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. Right? Pretty simple. She's not only changing the kind of foundational structure of that melody, but she's also adding a bunch of riffs and runs on top of it to complicate it further, really. And once again, kind of in an unpredictable way, keeping that chest voice connection up top and then sometimes flipping down lower. Like usually it's like, okay, chest voice, chest voice, chest voice. Then at some point you flip and use the head voice into that lighter mechanism. But she's like inverting the vocal technique because she has that much control over her voice, so she can have like this lighter kind of head voice lower in her sound, and she can carry that chest voice higher than most people. So it is quite interesting.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I help you carry on.
See, she flips on that U and then goes higher and then re-engages her pure chest voice. That is not usually how it works. And of course, I do want to flag, kind of right at the start of this section, we get that belt quality that we know and love from Sohyang so much. Just like really good vocal fold closure, so much high harmonic content. To some people's ears, I've seen comments and if complaints is the right word, but like negative comments about the kind of brightness in her sound. I don't get it. I think it's awesome. As an opera singer, I am like obsessed with good vocal fold closure. So like a really pure, powerful tone for me is like the best. So I love her belting. It is not offensive to my ears whatsoever. So some people just can't handle the power. That's what it is. They just can't handle it.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend.
Flag as she opens up strong to strong. Very common technique used in that part of the range. What pitch is that?
When you're not strong.
B flat 4. So, yeah. Instead of when you're not strong, because it just helps to open up the mouth, open up the vowel at that part of your chest range to just get a better sound out there. So we see her vowel, it's called vowel modify or vowel modification in that moment.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I help you carry on. Oh, it won't be long.
Is that already an E flat? I think it is. That's already really high for most female singers to maintain chest voice, E flat 5. Already high.
Oh, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. Give my things you need to borrow. No one can feel those of your needs that you won't lash out.
Go back to that. She flips up into that head voice. I think goes up to the A flat 5, just below soprano high C, major third below soprano high C.
Need somebody to lean on, please.
Yeah, easy. I have heard her belt that high in chest voice, which is, I've never heard anyone else belt as high as Sohyang. She, for me, right now, has the record. Now, this is obviously a much lighter mechanism. This is a head voice. You can clearly hear the flip, the disconnection from the chest voice to land on that A flat 5. But she might get there later in the song. We'll see.
Somebody to lean on, please. Please,
Another E flat 5 there on the belt.
please, please swallow your pride. Give my things you need to borrow.
She connects those two phrases after the word borrow. Instead of stopping and then coming back in, she just riffs her way into the next phrase.
I
like that. F5, new high chest voice for this particular cover. Though. There's so many moments to talk about, and I know I pause a lot, and I'm not sorry, because this is awesome. And if you're still here at this point, you're probably down for the analysis. I just wanted she just touches on a note in Rick really light head voice compared to all this belting she's doing. Needs. The start of the word needs. After all this belting, she just flips into that really light head voice. Just real quick. Give me those drums. Whoa. Like, okay, so I'm like pretty mid on the arrangement so far. This song feels like it should build much slower than it has, but I really like that. And of course, I don't know who arranges these songs. Just like it's best, in my opinion, when a song starts off really easy and gradually builds to the climax. Really, so you just constantly are just almost unconsciously getting more and more revved up and excited about it. This one kind of a little too hot too soon. in my humble opinion, but there was a very cool added chord here that I'm a big fan of. You saw me make a face there. What is that? Nope, not that. Oh, wait, was that an Aeolian cadence thrown in there? Da da da. Was that an Aeolian cadence thrown into this A flat here? Hold up. Hold up. That's my favorite cadence in the world, and I'm not sure I've heard it done like that before. Oh my God, yes. There's again. Hold it. Whoa, man. Okay. Then they held out that F sharp major for a long time, and then you want them to go but they went somewhere else. That's sick, though. I'm not sure you can go wrong with an Aeolian cadence. It's like my favorite. It's my favorite thing. Aeolian cadence, Picardy third. Let's go. Holding it. And then they go to the 4 chord. They went from the major. They went to the flat 7, F sharp major to the 4 chord, C sharp major. Cool. To the 4. See? Yeah, Michael Bolton knows. So I guess we have done a key change now, I believe. We'll see in a second. But very exceptional, well breath supported, very pure belt with vibrato, just like all the secret sauce upon Sohyang's voice here on that E natural 5. Doesn't get better. This arrangement's crazy. I do like carry on. The arrangement, I don't know, it's odd. It's kind of an odd arrangement. It's kind of fun, but it's kind of odd. But I like that ascension passage there. I really like that. Let her cook. This is more so, yeah, the fast stuff, like Sohyang, I've said it before, in the kind of more gospel-like tradition of singing where it's often a lot of repetition in a section, and then the soloist gets kind of like full freedom to riff and change the melody and change the pacing of the words. That's where Sohyang thrives, in my opinion. So that fast section, kind of fun, kind of cool, but we're not getting anything really vocally from her that's showing her off. As soon as it slows down, she's able to like sustain a big belt and then go into a long riff, and you're like, boom, that's the Sohyang shit we're talking about. There's that A flat. There's that A flat I was talking about earlier. Crazy high. Crazy high. And whether it's pure chest or it's some kind of mix or whatever, it's so connected and chest dominant that it really sounds like a true belt, and it has so much ping and cut in the sound that it just sounds like the vocal folds are really being stretched. So whether it's a mix or a belt or whatever, it doesn't really matter, but it's a very powerful, well-produced tone. Right here. Here we go. So, God, like like that high is like, is it physiologically possible to maintain pure chest to a B flat 5? I don't actually know, but this is for sure the most chest dominant belting I've ever heard up that high, whether it's pure chest or mostly chest. It's absurd. And you can tell when it goes to the B naturals, it does sound like it disconnects and kind of like flips into a lighter mechanism. Up that B flat again. It's really hard to tell. It's hard to believe that it's a pure chest voice connection, but at the end of the day, the quality is there, right? So, amazing. We're just key changing up. We're up to B flat major. I think we started a full step down from there. I think the people who have called her voice like screechy or whatever, offensive, not offensive in like the offensive to the ears kind of way, which I still think is crazy. I think it's probably from the really, really high belting. And it's really because we're just not used to hearing that. It's like it usually takes people a long time and a lot of listening to fully appreciate or even halfway appreciate a good operatic soprano, because it's just so much higher and louder and has so much bite in the sound. It's just not it's like an otherworldly sound that we are simply not used to. And so it takes a long time to kind of, I remember when I was first getting into opera early in college, I didn't like any soprano voice because my ears just didn't get it, and I didn't appreciate the nuance to it, and I just couldn't just get a hold of it, really. And now I do, and now I can very, very much appreciate and love listening to operatic sopranos. And so I think it's the same case here with Sohyang, where like if you listen to her a while and you get used to it, then that part of the sound that seems like a negative becomes a positive, because then you're just like, I'm used to the sound and now I can appreciate the amount of skill and power that she has there. But I understand someone who's just jumping in for the first time hearing her ever, and instead of just being impressed, they're like, it's like too much. So I understand that. But I think, like a fine wine, the longer you sit with it, the more you will appreciate the skill that goes into it, and thus appreciate the sound itself. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. What is this? Get on your feet, Michael Bolton. Back to the A flat. So they returned to the original key. Look at that. Got my tears coming. She did a really cool chest into head voice back to chest voice. I just wanted to point out she's so good at navigating between the two registers. Like full control of both and control going between both. Maybe back a little bit more. Right there. What note is that? It's like around, it's a kind of a riff, so it's kind of around like an A flat. Notice how much her vowel is changing based on the riff. This is very common in riffing. Sometimes moving the jaw, moving the mouth can help accentuate each pitch. Sometimes it can sound, you can decrease the amount of slide and connection between pitch. When you're riffing, you generally want it to sound as much like a piano as possible, like very clear tones, or it can get very muddy, especially if you're riffing very quickly, like Sohyang does. So adjusting the mouth on each pitch can help separate and accentuate each of those notes to make the riff clearer. See how much mouth movement there is. Also, just like perfect straight tone, and then allows the vibrato to come through on that. I mean, that just sounds very chesty to me. It sounds like she's yelling healthily and with good breath support. That's what a belt is. It's a healthy yell. And that just sounds like a big ass healthy yell to me. I don't know of any other singers that can do that. Period. That high, sustained. She's the only one I've heard pull chest voice up anywhere close to that. Yo. All right, y'all. I think this is I think I've done at least three Sohyang pieces at this point, maybe 4. If you enjoyed this, if you learned something, if you gained appreciation for her, go check out my other videos on her. Do like, subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. So many people that watch my videos again and again are not subscribed. And subscribing is like one of the best ways you can support a YouTube channel. If you want to go further than that, please do consider joining my Patreon. That really is the best way to support me. Keep the lights on. And guys, I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed this. I always enjoy analyzing Sohyang's incredible voice. If there are more videos by hair that I have not reacted to and analyzed, leave a comment below. What do you guys want to see me watch and react to? And that's it, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.